Okay. Trying to do a double screen thing. Here we go. I don't know. I guess y'all just see me. I'm trying to scroll. Hello, hello. Good morning. Anybody there? That was yesterday. So I'm assuming he's going to put something up. I'm the only one here. Oh gosh. I just saw her entering with the hat on. Wow. I didn't realize they showed it. That's kind of funny. Okay. It's 9:32. Huh. What you doing, sweetie? Hello, somebody, finally. Day 10, here we go. So I'll just do it here. So Nate Eaton's already put his little thing up for day 10, it seems. But to getting it up here. Don't know why. Okay, so shoot. Back in the courtroom, Lori is wearing a black jacket and white cream-colored pants with a pattern on them. Larry and Kay Woodcock are in the courtroom with family members. Annie Cushing is also here. Chandler Police Department Nathan Duncan will be back on the stand this morning. Wait. What about Melanie? Oh, I don't know if we finished it because I didn't finish. Shoot. Okay, nobody's on here. I'm talking to my damn self. The blessing Alex gave, Chad Daybell gave Alex Cox 2 weeks before he died. Okay, we've already begun, but I wanted to play this real quick. I didn't even listen to it yet because I wanted to listen to it with someone else.
The witness, both please to not Ms. Gibb, you've met with the prosecution on several occasions over the last couple of years, right?
Correct.
Okay. When was the last time you met with him?
I want to hear him say, strike the witness. I don't know how he says it. And I didn't finish listening to it. Did y'all?
A few years ago.
Good morning.
I don't remember.
Yay,
a few years
Carrie.
Ago.
So
I
you
love
didn't
you.
meet with him in preparation for this trial today?
Not physically.
What does that mean?
I didn't meet face to face with them. I met them on Zoom, but I was thinking about when I met with the officers down there. That's what I'm referring to.
Okay.
Sorry, I wasn't thinking of just the interactions I had with Lindsay on Zoom. I was just thinking about an interaction I had physically with them.
What was the last interaction you had with either Ms. Blake or one of the other prosecutors?
It was...
That's taking too long. Good Lord. Reading it is almost faster, huh?
I'm trying to remember what month it was. Was it end of March, beginning of April, I believe?
I hadn't finished listening to Melanie or reading.
It could have been the very end of last month.
Okay.
But obviously she finished yesterday because they have Nathan Duncan coming up.
Detective
Nathan Duncan coming in this morning.
Yes.
Okay. And prior to that, when was the time before that you met with the prosecution?
It felt like it was back in Chandler a year or two. I don't remember how long it's been now. It's been a while.
Okay. When you went over this with, you said Ms. Blake, is that right?
Correct.
When you went over your testimony with her, were you as forgetful as you've been today?
Oh,
yes.
Okay. Do you recall writing a 7-page...
Well, she really has been kind of lazy with answers. She's like, maybe. I don't know. Like, he could even strike some of the stuff she said because she was like, I don't know.
Most likely I did.
Mm-hmm. Have you had a chance to go over that?
No.
No. You sent it back in July of 2020 and haven't looked at it since then?
Oh, I might have looked at it during that month or two, but I haven't looked at it in a long time. I don't know where it is. I can't find it. So I don't know where it is.
Did you ask the prosecutors for a copy of it?
The tone, especially, of all these people.
I asked Lindsay if they had some things that I'd share with Rob, like remembering points, taught me to remember different events, and I didn't receive it.
I remembered more than she did.
Did you ask for it?
Like, I would answer when I was playing it.
They were attached to it.
My son was like, have you listened to this already? I'm like, no, but I know, and she should know.
From her.
Your Honor, I know what the court's probably going to do on this, but I'm going to ask the court to strike this witness's testimony based on Idaho Criminal Rule 16b6.
I just got to hear this, and then we're going to go.
Your Honor, I would ask for a sidebar.
All right.
Yesterday, the defense had some questions about a PowerPoint exhibit the state wanted to admit into evidence. Defense says they have no objection to the presentation, and the jurors are about to be brought into the courtroom. Lori's wearing a black jacket, white cream-colored pants with a pattern on them. Larry and Kay Woodcock are in the courtroom. Family members, Annie Cushing's also here. Chandler Police Detective Nathan Duncan will be back on the stand this morning. Well, I didn't even know. I didn't even think about reading the rest of it last night. Dang. What was I thinking?
There's an objection that's going to be argued. We've determined it would be more appropriate to argue this outside of the presence of the jurors. So if all would please rise, we'll have the jurors excused.
I'm just glad to hear.
While this issue is sorted out. All right.
Oh, Lord. So the jury did leave. So they probably didn't get to hear him say, so you want me to tell these jurors to forget what they just heard? I got to hear what he sounds like when he says that and denies it for him. The zoo has begun over here. But thank God it's Friday.
Is that okay with the court?
Yes.
Says, Brand 6 says, State's witnesses, on written request of the defendant, received statements from.
He puts me to damn sleep.
That being said, in this case, there was nothing new learned. All of the statements made, the testimony here
They
today,
need to talk to Mark Means if they didn't get all their
within
shit.
the defense's possession. It has been turned over in
How many
discovery.
times do we have
The
court
7-page
about
outline reference by
not
defense
getting
counsel,
everything? We don't
copies of
have
prior
everything.
testimony, transcripts of
God
prior
dang.
testimony, and police reports have all been turned over to the defense, which contain the information. There is nothing new learned, no new information obtained, no
Nope.
new statements made, which would require
Matter
disclosure
of fact, she didn't even
under
know
Idaho Criminal Rule
some
16.
of this shit anymore.
So the state's position is we have
It
absolutely
kind of
complied
aggravated
with the
me because
discovery
she just
request,
sounds
and the
lackadaisical.
defense's
Like,
attempt to
I
broaden that
don't know,
requirement is simply
maybe.
not within the purview of the statute.
I just want to hear boys say it.
Rule B6 and considered some authority that governs that as well. The first issue as a practical concern I would have is the timeliness of this objection. If you're asking me to strike the witness, was that your request? Strike the witness or the witness's prior testimony here? The witness is prior testimony. Okay, so you're asking me to tell the jury to disregard everything they've heard all day today. Well, Your Honor, unfortunately, I made this objection yesterday or 2 days ago, and the court shot me down, and so I thought the only appropriate time to make this objection would be when I was here on cross-exam. Okay.
Dumbass. That's why he didn't object to stuff. He only objected, I think, objected to like maybe 2 things. And I was like, I can't believe he's not objecting to this, or this. Now I know why. Oh, God. Because he was planning on doing this shit. He was like, just let her talk. Why would you do that? Okay, so we know what he does. He tells him to forget himself. Oh, shit. Don't even start this shit with me today. Oh, my gosh. I guess because Mark Means didn't have prior criminal, was it criminal trial, or that he wasn't allowed to cover something that had capital punishment? I don't know. But, yeah. He was gaga over Lori, too. He was her baby in another world, she said. And he believed that shit, I think. Okay, so Lori just turned around, smiled, and mouthed hi toward our direction. Now, this is Nate Eaton. John Thomas, her attorney, has some family members here sitting in front of us, so it's likely she was smiling at them. Do they all pretend to like her? That's strange that she's met their family. Weird. Fremont County Prosecuting Attorney Lindsay Blake is questioning Detective Duncan. He is talking about cell data and information found in Charles Vallow's iCloud account. Finally. Oh, and can you believe how much they talked about Charles's death? Murder? I was so glad. Man, I was so glad. I was like, well, they hadn't had trial yet. I guess they can talk as much as they want to about it because she was involved. Man, I listened to that recording again, though, where Melanie's recording their phone conversation. It makes them sound stupid. And I'm so glad that Chad thought he was a damn doctor and talked about Tammy's health in there. Because we all know now from a real doctor, she didn't have shit wrong with her. Duncan says in early 2020, Chandler was working with Idaho police to try and find JJ and Tylee. The PowerPoint exhibit will now be shown to the court. This kind of evidence excites me because if it's any of the emails that he freaking got where she's deceitful and trying to act like she's Chad, or any of the shit he got. Does anybody know, is there a witness list that we can see, or do they not do that? Yeah, her baby. Somebody told me that. I couldn't believe that shit. He was always wanting to meet with her privately. First slide in the PowerPoint is an email sent from Charles' email account to Chad Daybell, which we all know wasn't Chad Daybell. I think that's the one they're talking about. Unless this is the last email he sent and he said, y'all got this much time to tell Tammy or I'm gonna. And I think you did. Do y'all? I think you did. He didn't seem to leave much undone. He got shit done before they murdered him. I cannot believe that bitch was smiling and turned around and said hi. Like, she got friends in there. And I bet they're even saying that, like, she thinks we're her friends. They all got to act like they believe her, I guess, because, damn, I don't know. What, baby? What? You'll need to stop. I don't know. If I was a juror, I don't think I'd like seeing her be friendly up in there. I'd want to see her humble pie, no smiling, emotion, like, let's be sad. Let's don't act like this is Lori Vallow Day or something. Duncan reads the email that purports to be from Charles saying he is ready to work on a book with Chad. This is the deceitful email of Lori. I am willing to pay you well to help me get this book into shape as a ghostwriter. I really liked your autobiography. Gag. It was like this big and stupid as hell. And the tone you took was sharing experiences without preaching. The email invites Chad to come visit him in Arizona and that he can stay there. And he does. Remember? And Charles saw that. He's like, that's not my email. I didn't send that. Who's Chad Daybell? So everything that she was doing, she was accusing other people of and killing them for it. I crashed last night. I was worn out from the testimony. And I think I saw a text from Carrie, like, now I'm remembering while I'm laying in bed, I almost sleep. Me too. And it hit me after I saw your text. So I was like, that must be what's going on with me, because I was in bed at 8 o'clock. I'm wondering if he's LDS too, because he not from there. But I don't know. Maybe. Stop crying. Come here. Come up here. Come on. Come on. Hop up there. Okay, this came from the email address kkwalker75@yahoo.com. Duncan served a search warrant to Yahoo, and the name associated to the account was a Karen Walker. The IP address came back to an area in Katy, Texas. I know where that is. Phone number and birthday associated with the account was linked to Lori Vallow. Man. I hope she feels like a dumbass in front of these people. I hope she feels so exposed and so seen, you know. But if she's sitting there smiling and hi, talking to people in court, I'm like, maybe she really does not realize this ain't really about her. She's the murderer. We don't like her. And anybody on her defense, I would hope, especially their families, are pretending to like her, because I guess they got to act like they believe her. I don't know. I know you got to have an attorney, a criminal attorney, when you're a criminal, but I would think that the basis of all their testimony is lies. They have to come up with some shit to try to win. And how they ever win, I don't know. I saw the video of Melanie coming in with the big freaking fishing hat on, or safari hat. Oh, that was so weird. My phone is just gonna freaking suck. Did he sound like he was LDS? He is? Oh my gosh. It was heavy testimony. It wore my ass out yesterday. And I cannot believe I didn't go back and read the rest last night. I'm going to have to go back and read it. I was just thinking so much about, okay, Duncan now reading. Duncan says there was no indication this email came from Charles. Charles discovered the email at the end of June 2019 and sent it to Adam. Charles then confronted Lori about the email. Duncan said Charles had no relationship with Chad Daybell at all. Duncan now reading text messages Charles and Lori sent to each other. Charles sent Lori a text message confronting her about the affair with Chad and calls her evil. Well, that was nice because he could have called her a lot of other things, but she sure was evil. Says he will take JJ back to Texas. Just so you know, I have Tammy's email address. I will send a copy of my email you sent. Tammy will know what you're up to. You better explain. That must be how Tammy found out. Y'all talking about Melanie? Because I was a little peed off about how she was just like, maybe, I don't know. Like, woman, I know the answer to that. How you not know? It was really starting to piss me off. I would just love to know what this woman's thinking, what Lori's thinking as she reads all this and people hear it. For someone to think that they, they're innocent. What is she sitting there thinking? I hope she's thinking, well, this shit looks bad. I ain't getting out of here. But for all we know, she's thinking, he called me evil. I'm not evil. I was talking to God. Oh, shit, this phone. Fuck. It's making me so mad. Oh, my God. He did send Tammy an email. What the hell? I don't know if I knew about that. What? Charles sent Lori multiple text messages saying she needed to explain herself or he was going to contact Tammy. He said he was going to talk to Tammy in person if he had to, and told Lori her game was up. Charles said he had already contacted Tammy via text and phone. Duncan says Charles sent 2 emails to Tammy, one to her personal address, one to her work address. You know, she checked that shit. Duncan now reading the email Charles sent to Tammy saying he had disturbing evidence about her husband and his wife. I apologize to be the one sending this, but something has to be done. I feel it's best to shed some light on this issue. He was so kind, I mean, my husband would have been like, she's dead, so you don't have to worry about her. They were screwing. Disturbing evidence. He didn't even know the half of it yet. Didn't even. I didn't realize she did that from Texas. Dang. This woman. Charles sent Tammy another email. Your husband and my wife are having an affair. It's devastating, I know. Duncan contacted the Sugar Salem School District and officials told Duncan there's no indication the emails were ever read, but they were sent from Charles's account. Damn. I mean, you would know if they were read, right? Damn. See, I do worry about The appellate court. So is that what it is? Damn. Yeah, she's a psychopath, all right. She's still in love with her damn self, I think. And I kind of think she might even believe she didn't do nothing wrong. I don't know. Dang. I mean, if she was at work, wouldn't she have read that damn email? Maybe it went to spam or something. I don't know. It's devastating, I know. I don't think she would have been devastated. I think she'd have been embarrassed. She's probably fine with him being with somebody else. Then she ain't got it. I don't think she was anymore anyway. Ew. Duncan now reading an email he sent to Chad. I'm Lori's husband, but I'm sure you already knew this. Charles said he is not writing a book and will not be paying anyone for anything. I think Chad knew that. Either you or Lori need to tell me what's going on, or this will be exposed for all to see. He wrote to Chad. And you know Chad was shitting in his pants. And does your wife know you have several of Lori's dance videos? Oh my gosh! Explain how that is. She sent them to you in January as your request. Damn. Damn. I knew she was dancing. She's got this huge mirror in every house she lives in, and she just records herself dancing and singing. Please, how narcissistic can she be? Man, I don't think I knew about this email sent to Chad. I'm so glad we're getting to see this stuff. Love it. Love it. Because both of them died right after. During break, I'll talk to y'all about some stuff that Donna Serafina sent me. I don't know what that's about, though. All right. Man, I don't think I've ever seen another case with so much evidence, especially videos and things written, texts, everything. Wow. Duncan now reading another text message from Charles to Lori. You accused me of infidelity, but it's you who has been having an affair. Didn't I say that? It keeps killing me, but maybe that's your goal. The fact you will continue to go to the temple after all you've done shocks me. Me too. There really is something wrong with you. You have to be exposed for what you really are. Does that sound like he's talking from the damn grave? I love it. I love it. And see, he wasn't one of these people that's just like, F you, I'm taking everything, you're not going to have nothing. I mean, he still paid for her to have a place to live and everything. I mean, this dude was just gold. She was trash. She's always been given everything and gotten away with everything. Makes me sick. He's typing pretty fast today, since my phone isn't. Yep, she got to go to Arizona too. She only loves herself. I truly believe that. I don't even know if she really loved Chad. I think she just loved the way it made her feel. So she thought she was so fine and so experienced, and he was just so gaga over that. I think she just loved him calling her a goddess and stupid shit like that. Charles to Lori. You have destroyed me. Damn. I have never been lower in my life. Please explain. We have a son to raise, but that's all we have in common. Ain't her son anymore, I would say, because she didn't want him. You owe me an apology for all the false accusations you've made. I've been entirely faithful to you since the first day we met. I deserve an apology from you. Please respect that much. This text was sent on June 30th, 2019. He died July 11th. Let me shut the door. Where's Drakey Poo? Okay, right there. Oh. Okay, you want to get right here, baby? Can you lay right there? I think I'm making Drake jealous. Wow, he's breaking my heart. Damn. I mean, he's desperate still. Desperate with love for her. What a loser she was. And he just worshipped and adored her. Why was that not enough? Did he not call her a goddess? Wow. What it came down to is Charles had a huge life insurance policy. This message was sent. Wait, Duncan says Lori was not always responsive to Charles's texts and emails. That would piss me off. Duncan now reads messages from July 1st, 2019. Charles to Lori. I'm going to Idaho first to see Tammy Daybell. Woo! Lori to Charles. She won't listen to you. She is my friend. Bullshit. Charles then asked why Lori sent a BS email about a book he wants ghostwritten. There's no reason for it other than to get him in Arizona and have an excuse for his wife. Exactly. Damn. The messages were sent July 1st, 2019. Charles was shot and killed July 11th, 2019. She was like, we got to speed this up. All the demons we keep casting out of him, somebody else keeps jumping in. Oh, God. And then the name that Chad gave him, the final name, He Blows. You think he was thinking he blows? Like he sucks? I don't know. He blows is probably Heblose. It might be some mythical creature. Who freaking knows with him? Damn. Exactly. Man, Lori's attorneys look related. They look like they'd be brothers. Matter of fact, if one of them was a little taller, they could pass for twins. Not identical, but you know what I mean. I don't know. I don't know for sure which one's Thomas. I think it's the short one with the yellow tie. But Duncan reading messages between Charles and Adam sent before Charles was killed on July 11th. These are brutal. These are brutal. Charles was killed on July 11th between 7:35 a.m. and 7:37. And I mean, Adam has flown to Arizona he's even tried to have an intervention. Alex won't talk to him. His family is even telling him he's crazy. She's just having fun. She doesn't mean any of that. Something stupid like that. Duncan says the messages from Charles to Adam were sent from the address of where Charles was killed. Because he pulls up and he goes, Alex is here. And Adam's first thought is, uh-oh. That's not good. Because everybody knows how psycho he is, how crazy he is. He'll do anything for Lori. He has a house there. Why would he be there? Ugh. Duncan now reading. Sorry. Yeah, the whole story of Charles contacting Adam and Adam trying to help and how her family reacted to him, and it's heart-wrenching. And he was pretty tore up about it. Because the last time he spoke to him is when he said, Alex is here. And it was like 2 weeks before Adam even knew. Alex had killed him and that he was even dead. It's like he knows I'm on the computer or something. He was not screaming this morning, but I was in there, so maybe that's why. Maybe I'll bring him in here in a minute. You know, when I was listening to that recording again, though, of Melanie that she recorded with Chad and Lori, I noticed some things that made me think that Lori probably was even lying to Chad, like she was to Alex, to try to make them think people were after her and trying to kill her, like they had to protect her or something. I think she probably lied to them a lot, but I mean, not so much as to change their beliefs. I mean, it was really Chad who made it easy for Lori to have all these crazy thoughts and kill people. I know. He said something like, you know, I just figured he'd get back to me or something, but I thought that was strange myself. I was like, did he even try to call Charles and he just didn't answer? I mean, I'd have busted my ass to get him on the phone. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. But his family did poo-poo on him. Like his mama told him, get out. No sibling of mine is going to try to turn me against another sibling of mine. That's just, I'll be like, that's kind of weird. They didn't do nothing to me. Okay. Blake asked to admit a document as evidence that shows data collected from Lori's iCloud and phone accounts. I would pay money to see Lori's stupid dancing videos. Oh my God. She must have thought she was the shit. I mean, was it like interpretive dance or what? Which I can't stand that shit. Was it to Christian music? Was she singing? I mean, what was it? Why would you even want to? Where were her damn kids when she's dancing all day? She should have just gone and made money doing it. She didn't have to, though. Everything was given to her. Yep. I finally figured out how to get a couple of screens up, but then I couldn't get his updates to do. And now it ain't doing shit on my phone. It's pissing me off. Come on. Yeah, I got questions about that too. It's just, I remember thinking to myself, why didn't he? I mean, he was there in Arizona, wasn't he? Still in Arizona, I think. Or did he fly? Well, that's where her parents were too, right? Okay, this is just. Sorry, y'all. I'm trying. I wonder if Adam would be a witness. I bet Lori would be pissed. Here's an in-depth story. Okay. Blake asked to admit the document. Here's an in-depth story EastIdahoNews.com did on the text messages and emails from July 1st, 2021. Another story on the emails here. Okay. I don't recall us having all those emails. Huh. How did I not know on that? Maybe I just heard somebody reporting about it or something. Yeah, she'd be pissed. I still want to know what the thumb drive of Summer Shitlet and her, and then Colby and her. I mean, was it videos or talking on a pad or what was it? I think I'm just going to ask Nate Eaton because he's pretty good about answering. Him and Justin Lamb. I'm just waiting. Man, what a miserable job those two have with her. There's just too much evidence against her. All they can do is try to strike shit because. Yeah, see, I don't know why they didn't share that. Maybe they did. I don't know. Pretty sure I listened to all of it. Oh, dear God, please make this stop. I can't believe I didn't go back and finish reading what Melanie did. Was it good? Did anybody finish yesterday? She started off strong and then she was getting weak. Incompetence and get it. That's what I said the first day this started. I said, don't be surprised if she gets to go back to her mental facility. But to me, how can you keep becoming incompetent if you have once become competent? Because they figured out what's wrong with you. They gave you medication for it. You have to take your meds. You're in prison. So how you become incompetent again if you're taking your meds? She got something else? No. I mean, they had her long enough in there to know if she got anything else. Okay. Duncan now reading messages Lori sent to Alex in March 2019 talking about getting rid of Ned. Damn. The evil spirit / zombie they said was inhabiting Charles's body. Lori referred to the evil spirit in Charles's body as Ned or Garrett. Getting rid of him. I mean, why don't you just save us all a bunch of damn time, girl? That was you sending a text and you saying you didn't do this. Damn. She got to feel stupid. Yeah, it was overwhelming yesterday, wasn't it? And this is just the beginning. Even though I'm, loving seeing all the evidence again and more that we didn't see, I do kind of wish she would just say, okay, let's just stop all this dumb shit. I did do it. I did it all. I had everything to do with it. So did Chad. So did Alex. We all were in on it together. Just put me in jail. Save us a bunch of damn time. She ain't going to do it. And I do fear, what if she gets an appeal? Or acquittal or something that's unexpected, Count must determine whether the defendant has sufficient present ability to consult with his lawyer with a reasonable degree of rational understanding. Shit. Well, then she could play that all day long. She could say, I don't understand what you're talking about. Ugh. So the criteria for determining competency is determining whether the defendant is competent to stand trial. The court must determine whether the defendant has sufficient present ability to consult with his lawyer with a reasonable degree of rational understanding, and whether he has a rational as well as factual understanding of the proceedings against him. I'm sure Carrie just sent me that, and that makes me want to puke. The four factors or four abilities are common assessed when determining decision-making capacity: the ability to receive, process, and understand the relevant information, to appreciate the situation and its consequences, to rationally process the information, and to express a choice. God, they might even ask her to do it because they're like, we need to get the hell out of here. Damn. It will not surprise me if she does it and gets away with it at all. I wouldn't put anything past this lion, Corey Hoare. And she got mad when she was compared to Corey Hoare. I gotta look up who Corey Hoare is. Obviously a cheating lying person. I don't know. Exactly explained her. Okay. A woman named Nicole Earl texted Lori October 19th saying that Chad's wife Tammy had died. Lori responded, "Oh my gosh, I did not hear that. Bullshit." He texted her that morning. Angel, something like that. Good news, something like that. "Oh my gosh, I did not hear that." Nicole asked Lori what happened. Lori responded that Tammy awoke in the night coughing and then died. Well, how'd she know? She just said she hadn't heard that. Awoke in the night coughing, then died. People don't cough and die, you dumbass. Melanie Gibbs sent Lori a message later the same day. "I hear what happened to Chad's wife. Oh my gosh," Lori responded. "Hello, what?" Like she didn't know. Duncan now reading a text message from Lori to Colby Ryan, her eldest son, on November 22nd, 2019, about Tylee's Venmo account. I text Ty to send it, but I haven't heard back yet. She will probably just do it before she tells me. Hope you got the Venmo. I would love to know if there was anything on Tylee or Tammy's phones about anything, especially Tylee's, because I think she knew a lot, and I don't think she was happy about it. And I do question whether or not JJ saw his dad get shot, because it seems like something Lori would want to do. I don't know. I keep telling my husband, and so does my son, we keep telling him, our internet, I know you think it's the greatest and that it can't be any better, but I don't think you're right. I think you're wrong. And you're not here during the day, so you don't care. But it messes with the TV at night too. So I'm like, why do you think this is good? Just let me get us the Fire Stick or something. Because I got the Fire Stick for the guest room in here, and it is wonderful. You can do all kinds of stuff on it that you can't do on Roku. I think our TV might be freaking old too. Yeah, this judge will be like, okay. When he could just say, no, I'm not doing this shit with her. We're going to finish this shit. She keeps pulling something, and now I know she's trying to pull shit. Lori sent Alex a message on July 9th, 2019. Wait a minute. Okay, after the Colby Ryan, Duncan talking about another email account, lollytime at icloud.com. It is linked to 2 cell phone numbers belonging to Lori Vallow. This account contained messages between Lori Vallow and Alex Cox. See, I figured she had a private phone or something just for her and Alex. Lori sent Alex a message on July 9th, 2019. So the plot thickens. Call me when you can. Lori texts Alex later. Getting sleepy, going to need you to stay close. Lots to do. Thank you for standing by me. It's all coming to a head this week. I will, like Nephi. I am told, and so are you. She knew how simple he was. She knew he would believe anything she said, even when she got mad that he told the bishop. So I'm like, at some point, he did start saying, I'm their fall guy. It took them long enough to figure that shit out. Duncan says there were several messages on Lori's phone that were not located in the iCloud, which is not uncommon. The texts were between Lori and Chad and occurred right before the murder of Charles Vallow. Wait, so we have text messages in iCloud? Wow. I thought they were just somewhere in your phone. Man, they can get anything these days, even the shit you delete. So people need to be careful. And see, I was very worried that these burner phones were not going to be helpful. But obviously, it sounds like anytime she used certain emails and stuff. Oh, at iCloud.com. That's why they were in the cloud. Duh. Well, I mean, that was emails, but you can send emails by text too. Okay. So July 9th, 2019 is when she said, stay close, the plot thickens. 2 days later, freaking Charles is dead. Duncan reads text messages between Lori and Chad on July 18th, 2019. This is about 7 or 8 days after Charles is murdered. I just got a letter from the insurance company that I am not the beneficiary. It's a spear through my heart. Who do you think he changed it to? Brandon or possibly Kay? Chad responds, wow, that's terrible. Yeah, because y'all just killed somebody for money and you ain't getting it. There's no way to find out. These messages were exchanged 7 days after Charles Vallow died. She's already checking on the damn insurance. That shows one of their motives was money and to be together. God, there is so much evidence in this case. And her defense has to get copies of everything, right? So I wonder if they forewarned her about all this shit and she just denying it or what? Oh, I've got a big zit on my face. I don't know. I mean, how can you deny this shit? Nobody would even want to pretend to be her with all these emails and phones. I just love, though. One of my favorite things about this is that she'd not get away with that. And she changed the beneficiary a couple of times, if not more, whenever Charles gave her passwords and stuff. So it was by the grace of God that Kay or Charles caught that and changed it. I love that he was so aware of things and like really paid attention to emails and stuff. She's stupid to have even done that at his house. She's stupid. Everything she does is stupid. Duncan reads more messages from July 18th, 2019. Chad says, I love you. This is terrible, but it is probably another step in bringing down the Gadiantons. Oh my gosh, I researched those. Especially Brandon. He's a Gadianton, Chad. Lori responds later that she spoke to the insurance company and the beneficiary was changed in March. It was probably Ned. Before we got rid of him. Hell yeah. They can't tell me to who, of course, but it's done. I'll still get the $4,000 a month from Social Security. That whore. That money grubbing whore. I'm sorry if I'm offending y'all. That's nice to say about her. Because that's what she is. Damn. Did they not just tell all in that? They talk about Brandon being another step for money. And we got rid of him. Now, she does call him Ned in there, as if she believes he was Ned. Ugh. I'll still get the $4,000 a month from Social Security. That's JJ's. It's supposed to be JJ's, I think, right? I don't know. It all comes down to money. Power, sex, money. I don't know why they thought this was going to be like, we're just going to get all the money and run off into the sunset in Hawaii, and God's protecting us. We can murder people. We can cheat on our spouses, but God's protecting us. What the frick? Wow. Another message from Chad to Lori on July 26, 2019. I'm a grown-up version of Harry Potter who has to live with the Dudleys in his little space under the stairs. Every few weeks, I get to escape and have amazing adventures with my goddess lover. But then I have to return to my place under the stairs, feeling trapped. But I sense permanent freedom is coming. Now, we heard this already, but he sent this July 26th. Tammy's still alive. Damn. What a loser. God, please let his grown-ass kids be listening to all this. Please. They're not smart enough to. They don't want to be convinced that their dad did it. But they might be listening to her shit because they don't know that there's going to be so much about their dad in it. Or maybe they want to hear what they're going to say about their dad. And they're getting to really hear real shit. And I tell you what, it wouldn't take this many days for me to, send something to my dad and say, we're done with your ass. You can burn. We don't care. More text messages. Alex sent to Lori on September 3rd, 2019. Network name is Anti-Laman. Password is too many kids. Damn. Lori responds, funny, exclamation point. Damn. Damn. They truly didn't think anybody was going to do anything to them. I guess they were just going to kill everybody that went dark and got in their damn way. Shit. I want to know what she's doing right now when these are being read out loud. When she said, when we got rid of him. And mad that she didn't get the money. God, does that scream motive? It ain't going to be hard for these people to make her guilty. September 3rd is my older brother's birthday. Anti-Lamont. Isn't Lamont like something in Lamont? There's like these two fake characters that the LDS Church made up. Limit and Lamont or something like that. Anti-Lamont. Damn. Too many kids. Wow. These people were pure ass evil, and they thought they were holy. That's what really blows my mind. People were after her, just looking for JJ, and they were evil. They're literally killing people, and they're not evil. How fucked up can you be? Okay. That grown up of Harry Potter shit burns my ass. I want his kids to know that. He said that. My dad loves my mom. Well, I just got one text that might change your damn mind. That ain't love. He feels trapped. She probably wouldn't care if his ass left. Just don't embarrass me, you know? I don't think she gave a rat's ass if he was there or not. And I bet she would have liked if she could have trapped his ass below some stairs. I love you. This is terrible. Damn, that's terrible that y'all didn't get the money after you killed somebody. That's the terrible part. Damn. Nate, please tell me what Lori's doing right now. What is Corey Hoare doing right now while these are being read? This is crucifixion on her right now. Do you agree? I mean, they're crucifying her ass. And Pryor probably can't even stand to stay in the courtroom too long because of all the damn evidence. It's coming for Chad, you know? It's going to be this all over again. Just like the prelim was what Lori knew was coming for her. So she just, I won't have a prelim. Let's just go. Blake asked to admit another exhibit as evidence. They are messages from Zulema Pastenes' phone and Charles Vallow's iCloud account. Oh my gosh, here we freaking go. Can they read text from someone that's not there though? And they aren't dead? Somebody that's alive and hasn't testified that this is theirs? Can they do that? Is that not hearsay? She deserves every bit. When they talked about the end of the world coming, I wish they would have asked Melanie, so what was the date that the world was to end? Because nobody has said that. That needs to show that it came and went. I wonder what his excuse was. Somebody messed with his whatever. I still can't remember what it is. The Zulema Pastenes shit is some of the funniest, craziest. I bet they're going to all be wondering, Zulema, is she alive? Is she dead? Or is her ass in jail where it sounds like she should be? I'm shocked that they can read anything from someone else. Oh, I cannot wait. From Zulema Pastenes' phone and Charles Vallow's iCloud account. So we're about to get some more texts. Man, this is good. I was hoping Zulema would be brought up in this shit somehow because she's all about the money too. She didn't care if Alex had to die for her to get it. She went so freaking fast to get all of his stuff after he died. Everything that he did own. probably a truck and, you know, some stuff. But I mean, she ran her ass to get it. She made it hers. They were married for like a damn week or something. Oh, God, here we go. Duncan reads messages from Lori to Zulema on May 29th, 2019. Perfect. I found out there are 4. One is a level 4 entity. His name is Hiplos. Hiplos. Bullshit. A level 4 entity. These levels. You can't just be light and dark. There's levels. So May 29th. Okay, so Charles is still alive. Alex and Tammy are still alive. And the kids are still alive, right? I don't think it's long before Tylee dies, though. Or did she die in August? Shit, I don't know. I never can keep up with it. I just know when JJ died. There are 4. I wonder who they're talking about. Probably Charles. Because it was Hiplos, not Heblos, maybe. I don't know. Somehow Chad only knew the names of them. Damn. Okay, so if they were chatting with her, they can talk about it. Okay. This has got to be so embarrassing for Zulema. But she's into that energy shit. She's into that. I mean, I'm not saying I don't believe some of the energy stuff, but cutting the cords and stuff? I don't believe in that. I don't know. Okay. Hiplos was the spirit/entity that inhabited Charles' body. On July 2nd, 2019, Zulema sent Lori a message saying she was given instructions to rip, tear, or burn the auto of Hiplos to let the body energy out. Chad sent Zulema a message that day thanking her for her help. Hiplos saying Mother Earth is very grateful. I knew they called her Mother Earth. I forgot about that. For what she and Lori are doing. She's one of them simple people that just, you be nice to her like this and she's just all over it. All over the line bullshit. They probably would laugh behind all these people's backs about how simple and stupid they were. About how they could get them to do anything for them. Because we know she talked about Alex badly. Like he couldn't do anything right. Well, then why were you using his ass? Because he was simple. He would do anything for her. He believed 100% in zombies, which scares the shit out of me. Because you know he meant it. It's kind of funny that Melanie said, I think it's Heblos. It's Hiplos. Rip, tear, or burn thee. Auto of Hiplos to let the body energy out. That don't sound very delightful. She was given instructions. By who? Damn. I'm surprised she didn't say from freaking Joseph Smith or Jesus Christ. Given instructions. Well, she's Mother Earth. I guess she's getting all this from the universe. I don't know. She thought she was some kind of Mother Earth, though, for real. She thought she was doing stuff. I know she didn't truly believe that shit, though. She just loved that they thought she was something. She believed they probably believed she was, doing all that stuff, but they didn't. They had her number. Duncan reads a chain of messages between Zulema and Lori on June 2nd, 2019. The messages range from 11:52 a.m. to 12:42 p.m. I bet these are the ones that crack my ass up. They are talking about being ready, sending fire, blinding him with light. I'm feeling it big time. I feel him. Did he leave? I can't see him. I feel like I was chasing him. Get him. Oh, I'm chasing. You are amazing, lady. I'm tired now, laughing out loud. Me too. I'll keep the fire going till he's gone. That's witchy. Chasing. I'm tired. I'm tired from even picturing this shit. What the? Wow. It's almost like sexting, but it's witching or something. I don't know. Damn. It was in the witching hours too, huh? Between 11 and 12. Damn. Blinding. He was blinded by the light. Mm-mm. I guess Zulema's not in trouble because she never put her hands on it. But boy, was she privy to what was going on. She knew. She knew what they were doing. She was head of all the damn castings and shit. She even said what the name of the final demon was. And that, then Chad's like, well, it's a zombie then. We have to get rid of it. God, I wish they'd read all of their messages. They are unreal. Did he leave? I can't see him. Because you never saw him. I feel like I was chasing him. Damn. I hope somebody's telling Zulema, did you hear what your text messages were in court today? Your crazy ass freaking text messages? Duncan reading an email sent from a Karen Walker in April 2019 to Chad Daybell about having him come and speak to a youth group in Houston. The sender asked for Chad to come that month and share his stories at a youth conference. Well, she's trying to bring him to Houston while she's pretending to be back with Charles. Damn. The sender asked for Chad to come that month and share his stories at a youth conference. The sender stresses the urgency of responding and coming to Houston. I never heard this Karen Walker name. That's one of her fake names, I guess. Chad responds that he can come and he will talk with Karen later about the flight, because she got to pay for it. He ain't got no damn money. I wonder if she thought he had money or something. And the reason he wasn't moving to Arizona is because he's like, I don't have no damn money. Lori was living in Houston in April 2019. That's sad, though, that she really convinced Charles. He was like, our Lori's back. He really, really believed it. Yeah, LDS plus a cult. You're not kidding. It is a cult. A CULT. I truly believe that. They've got all the makings of it. You'll call her later about a flight. Damn. They didn't waste a lot of time either. Within a year, everybody was dead. Less than a year, probably, huh? All in 2019? Was it? I don't know. I think so. Blake has no further questions. John Thomas will now cross-examine Detective Duncan. Damn. Give him 20 minutes to get to the stand. Shit. Oh, Thomas says the defense has no questions for Detective Duncan. Thank you, Jesus. Yeah, because that was brutal. What can you say about that? If he was smart, he would have at least said, so, what did Lori call Charles? Ned? Because they're going to try to make it seem like she really believed it wasn't Charles, it was this other dude, Ned, that she got rid of. They can't save her, though. They just look stupid trying. If Chad is reading this, he's shitting in his pants. He might even hang himself, which I hope he doesn't, because I want to see his potato head ass have to sit through this, just like her. I'm surprised she's not on suicide watch. Like the other day, I was like, oh God, what if she tries to kill herself? I'm going to be pissed. I would think, though, when people are at trial, wouldn't they keep them like in different places maybe? Because a lot of them probably might hurt themselves. I don't know. I know. Look, I wondered throughout this thing, I was like, man, they sound like they're on drugs. And they don't even drink. Maybe they should. Thank you for not redirecting or whatever the freak you call it. Yep, they knew right from wrong. And we know that, thank God, because her own damn sister said she knew she was lying to me. And we've heard it so many times now. JJ's okay. I know where he is. He's happy. He's fine. God, if I was Blake, I'd have had to say, well, she can't question damn Lori, but I wish somebody would. Aggravates me. But it makes it sound like she really thinks he is, and I'm surprised they didn't try to use that. Well, they may have. I didn't finish listening or reading yesterday. Okay, who's up next, y'all? Let's get it going. And these people, they're not fast enough for me. They're just not. Is this my courtroom? Oh, shit, is that? Okay, that's them at another thing. But she's just grinning the whole time. And I'm talking about shit-eating grin, like really grinning, smiling big. Like she's looking at somebody she absolutely is a comedian or something. Oh, okay. Good. I think she was drugging her kids, though. And she even said that a couple of times throughout their lives to other people and laughed about it. Giving them extra stuff or giving them stuff to make them go to sleep early, things like that, which I don't like that shit. I don't like that shit at all. It's like, why even have kids then? This is brutal. Yeah. Yep. I want to hear more about what she's doing. Okay. Damn. Mid-morning break. Recess to discuss some items outside the presence of the jury. All right. It's usually a 20-minute break, right? Let's set the stopwatch timer with the freaking start. Okay. Man, I want to find the other Zulema texts. They're hilarious. Yep. I think she was the puppet master. He just filled her head with shit she could use, you know? And maybe she thought he was really a prophet. I don't know. She does seem dumb enough to believe that, because that whole religion believes, you know, some people really think that Julie Rose is a freaking prophet. Oops, sorry. No. Okay. Sinister text messaging. Oh, there's a whole, yep. Zulema got immunity. Yeah, it's sad and scary. Because they are sinister. Let's see. Pretty good considering the dark portal we brought with us. Zulema to Alex. Now, this is Alex and Zulema. I hadn't read this shit. Let's see. Alex to Zulema. Pretty good considering the dark portal we brought with us. Zulema to Alex. Question mark. Alex to Zulema. Tylee. Alex to Zulema. Can you call a tornado for a single person? He's asking Mother Nature if she can call forth a tornado for a single person, for Tylee. Damn. She puts tornado, question mark. Maybe an inner tornado. Damn. Alex. Inner is good. Zulema. I think you guys will be led to deal with the dark one, when it's time. Alex. Agreed. Alex. Es cierto. Spanish translation, it's true. Damn. Alex. A picture of a rifle with a scope and says he's at the range. He's bragging that he's practicing shooting. Alex tells Zulema that he is at Yellowstone with Lori and the kids. After this point, the only child mentioned is JJ. Alex and Zulema. This is October 2019. No, September 10th, 2019. Alex and Zulema start referring to Chad as James, the lesser of JTL, with the belief that Chad was Jesus' younger brother, James, in a previous life. Damn. Alex mentions Lori falling asleep with JJ. 9/17/19. This is the last time Lori mentions any of the kids throughout the remainder of text messages between her and Zulema. She mentions dropping JJ off so he can meet Zulema at the temple. Lori to Zulema. FYI, if anybody asks about me or where I moved, you can just say that I moved in with my brother in Queen Creek, especially those who seek my destruction. How are you today? 9/21/19, Zulema to Lori. Wait, who's seeking your destruction? Lots of people. Serena and Christina in particular, my family, and such. Zulema to Lori. I think that's best that you stay hidden. I'm staying quiet as if nothing is happening. See, she knew stuff. She knew what was going on. Brandon Boudreaux is shot in Gilbert, 10/2/19. 10/3/19. Alex to Zulema in response to her asking how he was doing. Wow, nice. Just waiting and laughing and singing. Are you coming up soon? Lori to Zulema. Okay, perfect. Just text me when you are close and I'll come out since the kids are asleep. This text was later determined to be about Melanie Boudreaux's children and not Lori's children. This was according to information received from Brandon Boudreaux. Address Lori was staying at, blank East Desert Broom Place, Chandler. I was later advised that this was Melanie Boudreaux's address by Detective Pillar. 10/9/19. Alex texts Zulema at 23:11 hours and they talk on the phone for 38 minutes. This is out of the ordinary for them, as patterns show they usually don't communicate that late at night. This is the same night that a masked gunman pointed a rifle at Tammy Daybell. According to text messages to Zulema, Lori went to Missouri on 10/10/19. 10/19/19, the day Tammy Daybell died in Fremont, Idaho. Zulema to Lori. OM goodness! Exclamation point. Did you know that was going to happen? How are you? How are you feeling? Maybe it was you that I saw at the temple getting ready to get married just yesterday. And the girl was tiny like you. God, she makes me sick. Lori to Zulema. Funny. I love you. Zulema to Lori. Ascended couples. Jules saw them coming soon. Nothing more powerful, she said. I mean, she's just found out. She's still in the same conversation of finding out that Tammy is dead. And she's talking about Lori getting married now. And she knows to who. Zulema to Lori. I love you too. Lori to Zulema. That's good news. Still, 10/19/19. Zulema to Chad. Hi, Chad. I just saw your post. I hope you are okay. Yesterday at the temple, I had a vision that I was helping a bride get ready and helping her with white dress. Then I see your post today. The Lord is wonderful. What the fuck? The Lord is wonderful. This is the day Chad posted that his wife died. In the same text, she's saying, the Lord is wonderful. The Lord ain't got shit to do with this. 10/20. Chad to Zulema. Thank you, Zulema. I'm hanging in there. Our family has received overwhelming support. Yes, changes are underway. We have all felt Tammy nearby. She is very happy and already very busy. She had things to do. When he said that on that recording, I was like, that asshole. He is literally talking about her being happy, being dead, and that God had things for her to do. She's busy and happy about it. No. Most people don't want to leave their family and grandchildren. She ain't happy about nothing, and she ain't doing what he said she's doing. Hope she's helping with this damn case, though. Yikes. Same day, Zulema to Chad. Her work is underway, Tammy's. I'm happy for her. Damn. She had to die to go do her work. They need to die. Damn. When Chad has to get the freaking death penalty, they should read that before he cries or whatever they do to him. Shoot him, whatever. That you have work to do now. I hope you're happy. I'm also excited for what's next. I'm praying for you and your family. Much love and comfort to all of you. Hope to see you soon. 10/28/19. Alex sends Zulema a picture of Chad and Lori and 2 other women at a restaurant. Chad and Lori are sitting next to each other, and Chad is no longer wearing his wedding ring. Damn. He took it off before they got married? Shit. She probably asked him to. In reference to the pictures, Zulema says to Alex, he looks way too happy. Who are the other women? Alex to Zulema. He escaped the warden, so it's all downhill from here. The warden. Is he talking about Tammy? Oh my God. Yeah, any normal person would have contacted the police and been like, I'm out of this shit. Zulema to Alex. Woohoo. He's a happy man. Look at that smile. I'd have had a sick feeling in my stomach acting like this. Alex says, he's a little giddy. Zulema, that's so cute. 10:31, during a text exchange between Lori and Zulema, Zulema mentions that it is Halloween, and Lori says that she forgot it was Halloween. Usually witches don't forget when it's Halloween. 11/9/19. Lori sends Zulema pictures of her and Chad in wedding attire on a beach in Hawaii. And both are now wearing wedding rings. 11:20. During a conversation with Melanie Gibbs, Zulema states that Chad and Lori are going to Hawaii indefinitely. That's what they thought. Chad and Lori go quiet after their wedding. They're working on their vibrations. There were no other text messages that seemed to be in reference to any crimes or the missing children. Zulema believed that she was of multiple creations or that she had lived several lives. Chad and Lori told her that she had the power to create earthquakes and storms, and she would often text them and ask if she had been responsible for earthquakes, including earthquakes in Chile. That is where I think she's part of a witch clan. That's where she's from. Shortly after her visit there, Chad would always confirm that she was responsible for the earthquakes and tell her she is doing good work. They're killing people. These earthquakes are killing people. And she's doing good work. Chad praised Zulema for her efforts in preparing the earth for the second coming by getting rid of people. I guess they're only evil people she's getting rid of. What the frick? Zulema was also under the belief that she was being protected by an angel called Porcius, who is the deceased president of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, David O. McKay. Zulema would visit the Gilbert, Arizona temple daily to do work and further their efforts to prepare the earth. Afterwards, Zulema would text Chad and Lori about the portals she opened while in the temple. Zulema would text Chad and Lori about visions she had and ask Chad what they meant. And she would ask Chad to check on people that were close to her or her family. Chad would often label men as darks. Zulema was told by Chad that a man she was dating, they're trying to get her and Alex together. was dark and was placing cages around her. I forgot about these cages. Zulema ended her relationship with the man and was later told by Chad that he was told by God that she was to marry Alex Cox and move to Rexburg, Idaho. Alex and Zulema began communicating through text message and phone calls and visited each other several times before getting married on 11/28/19 in Las Vegas. When they returned to Arizona, Alex stayed with Zulema and did not return to Rexburg. I guess that's it. He died shortly thereafter, so. Wow. I'd never read some of those. These people. Just when I think I can't be shocked anymore. Damn. Thank you. You have a great weekend too. Wow. Text between, oh, here we go. He left nothing for JJ. What the hell ever. $4,000 a month of Social Security was supposed to be for JJ, I believe. Okay. Justin Lim said this 43 minutes ago. Prior to Charles's death, Blake confirms with Duncan that Lori had no idea she was not the beneficiary before the shooting. This contradicts the cross-exam between John Thomas and Melanie Gibb yesterday. Yeah, because Lori was trying to act like that she knew all along Kay was supposed to get it or something. I picked up on that. I was like, I don't know if that's going to come back to bite them or not. More text between Chad and Lori shows that Kay was suspected as the beneficiary. Chad says it will be interesting if it got changed after he got 2 bullets in his chest. Oh. Chad says it will be interesting if he got changed after he got 2 bullets in his chest. Talking about Charles. He being Charles. Another text showed Lori telling Chad that she found out from the insurance company that Charles changed beneficiary in March. Chad texted Lori that he figured out who he feels like. I'm a grown-up version of blah, blah, blah. Chad texts Lori that Tammy's death percentage has fallen steadily since Hiplos left. It's encouraging. Damn. Chad said to Lori he sensed freedom was coming. Okay. An excerpt from the convo. I'm trying to read it. Damn. Okay, let me see what that is. An excerpt from the convo. Yes, it does. Let's put some fire energy. I'm ready. Let's go. Damn. Idiots. They're just stupid. Stupid. Let's see what this one says. I'm finding some that I had not seen. Okay. Okay, that's the 20 minutes up. Raphael and Guy, Gilbert police reviewed the phones of Alex Cox and Zulema Pastenes after Alex's death on 12/12/19. Alex's number was registered to Chad Daybell. Here are some text messages on 12/6/19. They referred to Lori Vallow as Lily. Raphael and Lily. I'll have to read that in a minute and see if they're actually going to come back on time. That would be cool, huh? Hey, baby. You want to get up here? Come here. Come here. Come here. I'll give you a treat. Come here. Want a treat? Come here. You gotta come to me. You gotta come sit in my lap. I'll give you a treat. Come here. Come here. Come here. I'll give you a treat. You want out? You can go out. You can go out. Let's see. Oh, they were only taking a 15-minute break. Boyce says if her attorney is here as personal counsel in regards to matters in Arizona, it should be okay to have Zulema's attorney in the courtroom during her testimony. Oh. Her attorney is Garrett Smith, I knew that, who also represented Melanie and Ian. I knew that. Okay, so, oh goody, we got some stuff to read. Madison County Deputy Prosecuting Attorney Spencer Rammel says the next witness is Zulema Pastenes, and the prosecution has recently learned of a criminal conviction in Arizona in the 1990s. Zulema is here with an attorney. Zulema's charge is from 1998 and was the felony drug possession. Thomas argues it's not appropriate for Zulema's attorney to be here as he's not licensed in Idaho. True. The defense says it will not bring up Zulema's prior charge. Prosecuting attorney Rachel Smith says Zulema's attorney is here more for aid and counsel. Smith says there is zero evidence that Zulema will take the fifth, and her attorney is here. Out of abundance of caution, Zulema was offered a limited use immunity. I hope it's limited use. Immunity agreement signed 4 years ago with prosecutors. How limited. Boyce says if her attorney is here as personal counsel in regards to matters in Arizona, it should be okay to have Zulema's attorney in the courtroom during her testimony. Her attorney is Garrett Smith, who also represented Melanie and Ian. Court taking a 15-minute break. What? Ah! That was 13 minutes ago. So, they should be back any minute. Wow. What the hell is going on? So was the jury back in when they were talking about her drug charges? Because she had more than one. I was wondering how they didn't send her back to Chile with all her drug charges. And how in the hell she worked for child protection and an insurance agency, something like that. I was like, how's she getting these jobs? They usually check your background pretty carefully. I wouldn't doubt it if she took out a damn life insurance on Alex before he died. So 10 a.m. was the 15-minute break, and it's 11 here, so it's 11:14 now. So it's 1 minute to the 15-minute break. I guess they're talking about Zulema's stuff. You think she's going to plead the fifth? I don't think she should. It don't look good because we're going to read your shit anyway, girl. Get up here and tell your side, you know? Just get on up here. Get it over with. She's got limited immunity. Does that mean what it sounds like? Like, they can come back on her, maybe, on some stuff. I don't know. I don't even know if it'd be worth it. I don't know. Okay. I guess as long as she talks, she keeps her immunity, huh? As soon as she pleads the fifth, can they take it? I don't think she'll plead the fifth, though. They don't think so either, but is she there to get on the stand or what? Because I'm confused. And what does her past charge have to do with anything? I mean, I'm glad they talked about it, but what does that have to do with her being there? You know what I mean? So she is a witness. She's the next witness. She's a trip to listen to. Oh, really? Okay. So she has to testify. She can't plead the fifth. Ha. Okay. Well, let's get her up there. This is going to be good. Because Zulema's a liar. Zulema lies a lot. Zulema lies. Please ask her if she really believes she could do the shit she was doing. Somebody, please. Just to make her look like a dumbass. She's going to be like, well, Lori and Chad, were convincing. They had money. I wanted it. Damn. I don't trust nothing that girl says, does, nothing. Nothing. She was so easy for them to use. I was shocked that she didn't know about Tammy's death. But Alex pretty much talked to her about the other stuff. An inner tornado for Tali. I mean, he all but said he was going to kill her. I think he told her some shit. I really do. Okay, y'all, it's been 17 minutes. Come on. When you say 15-minute break, set a timer and be done at 15 minutes. I hate that shit. Take a 20-minute lunch. Hour and a half later, they're back. They're not in any damn hurry over there, are they? Well, then there is a good possibility Melanie Boudreaux will be called, or Melanie Pulowski. I don't like to let her have that last name of Boudreaux anymore. She don't deserve that shit. The hell did they all of a sudden need to take another damn break for? Damn. They're still on break, I guess. I guess so. See, I figured they might have to have her there if they're going to talk about all her damn texts. I bet the defense is hoping they don't read any more damn texts from her because they are bad. They are bad. Straddling the tectonic plates? People are dying. Does she think she's killing the bad people or something? I don't know. I mean, people's houses were burning, animals were dying, People were dying. And she's like, did I do that? Why would you even want to think that you were doing that? I think if you were doing it, you'd know. Damn. You don't gotta ask Chad Daybell. Shit. Ugh. I guess so. So can her attorney, like, object to anything? Or what? Why is he even there? Well, people, you're looking to make me go over Justin Lynn. See what's really going on, maybe. Just waiting. In 20 minutes now. I don't like Garrett Smith. He's slimy. Man, if they get Melanie up there, that's going to be another damn energy vampire that tries to kill us because she just says shit. She just keeps saying words and stuff. They don't mean shit. She's lying. So she just says stuff. The girl's just a liar. I think she would maybe still do shit Lori asked her to. They just came back from a damn break and they're taking another break. Okay, so Madison County Deputy Prosecuting Attorney is Spencer Rammel. I think that's a girl that I found out that was a girl, right? And I think she's for the state. The next witness is Zulema Pastenes. And the prosecution has recently learned, they just learned of a criminal conviction. And there's more. I guess she got off on the other ones, but she got, tickets or jail time. Zulema's here with an attorney. I bet that's so embarrassing. Zulema's charges from 98. It's for felony drug possession. Thomas argues it's not appropriate for Zulema's attorney to be here, as he's not licensed in Idaho. Well, then he just can't say shit, right? I mean, he just has to sit there and shut up. The defense says it will not bring up Zulema's prior charge. So I guess the jury's not back. Prosecuting attorney Rachel Smith says Zulema's attorney is here more for aid and counsel. Smith says there is zero evidence that Zulema will take the fifth and her attorney is here out of an abundance of caution. Zulema was offered a limited use immunity agreement signed 4 years ago with prosecutors. Okay, here we go. Zulema Pastenes was married to Alex Cox for only 2 weeks before he died. Here's a story I did about the police interview, and he puts it in blue. What Alex Cox revealed days before he died, and the unusual message he gave his wife, which was, I think I'm their fall guy. I think that's what it is. Zulema was close friends with Lori, Melanie Gibb, and others in their group. Man, for only 2 weeks they were married. Dang. This is aggravating as hell. Set my alarm for 1:20 because I have to go at 1:20. It's just me, sorry. The massage. Okay. I thought he said message. Yeah. I think they were supposed to kill Zulema because of the massage that he gave Zulema. He went and got a tarp and put it on the bed. She said she thinks he put something in her drink. Yeah. He spread the cloth over the bed. Pastenes remembers lying down and quickly falling asleep. I was really, really relaxed, like when you're trying to wake up and can't. And it sounded like Cox was chatting with somebody on the phone in the bathroom. When she finally able to wake up herself, she asked her new husband who he'd been talking to. He's like, nobody. I was talking to myself. I think they were going to kill her. And he was like, I don't want to. I want to keep her. Let me keep her for a little longer. She's acting like she likes me. She's doing it with me. Ew. Okay. Jurors are being brought back into the courtroom. Finally. Damn. That's going to be a few minutes. I wonder, can they leave for lunch? Or do they have to bring a lunch or something? Man, it'd be so hard not to talk about this if I had to go home every night, you know? Be like, oh my gosh, all this stuff in my head. When can I talk about this shit? I don't understand why we can't listen to it while it's going on. If we can listen to it later, why can't we just listen to it while it's being recorded? You know what I mean? I don't know. I guess that would be live. And oh, excuse me. And we're not supposed to be able to hear anything live. Jurors are being brought back in the courtroom. That was at 10:25. 11:25 my time, and it's 11:29. Hey, baby. You want to get up here with me? Come here, Drake. Drake, come here. Come here, baby. Come here. He's acting weird. He's okay. What do you think they're going to even ask her? You know? Oh, she's claiming Old Testament justice? Dang. Yep. Like Louisiana has a completely different law than the other states. It's still under Napoleonic Code. Zulema is called to the stand, 1028. She is wearing a gray skirt with matching suit coat and white high heels. And I think she's only like 5 foot, maybe 5'2", if even. And she got a voice like this that's aggravating as hell. I wonder if she's still a cuddle expert. What do you do for a living? I'm a cuddle expert. I cuddle. You pay enough, I'll cuddle you. Then some. Oh my God. And everybody's just laid back as hell over there. Oh, okay. Rachel Smith is questioning Zulema. Zulema lives in Gilbert, Arizona. Zulema says she met Lori in early fall 2018 at Melanie Gibbs' house. Melanie was having a meeting at her house, and she invited Zulema to come and see Lori speak. This is when she was talking about how she could kill her husband, Joe? No. I think that one was older. I don't know, though. She may have been talking about that. That might have been it. I'd be like, what the hell? I got up in my house. Somebody talking about how they can murder and actually matching it to scripture? No. In the LDS Bible, maybe. I don't know. She's reading arrests on drug charges. Donna Serafina just sent me this. Alan Dudley Raymond. I have no idea what that's about. Zulema and Melanie met at church and were in the same ward. When Zulema met Lori at Melanie's house, Lori testified that angels had visited her, including the angel Moroni, and she was a personal witness of Jesus Christ. Does that mean she saw him? Well, I mean, we know she said she saw him, but is that what that means? That she's a personal witness of him, or that she just witnesses for him? I don't know. Oh, excuse me. Zulema says when someone is getting visitations from heavenly beings, it would mean this person has a very high spiritual standing, is very righteous, and is spiritually above other people. So that's what Lori was saying about herself. So she was getting visitations from angels and Jesus Christ, is what she was saying. They were visiting her. It might be the same people that were typing on her typewriter, her computer, whatever, telling her who to baptize in the dead. Zulema says it was significant when Lori said she was a witness of Jesus Christ, because it meant Lori would have seen Jesus, and this would be the highest spiritual experience a person could have. And she'd be the only one who ever saw him in the last 2,000 years, right? Lori said angels put names in the computer for her to take to the temple. Zulema says she believed Lori. Damn. Zulema got Lori's phone number, and then they took a trip to St. George, Utah for a conference. That was for the conference where she met Chad. Yeah, while Lori would take a shower, angels would type on her computer who she was to baptize in the dead. She said, I didn't even know how to use my computer. Wow. Mm-mm. I wouldn't believe that. You already got to believe some crazy shit, which is what the LDS Church does to you. You already got a mouthful of shit they give you to believe. Why not believe damn angels are visiting you and typing on your computer? Like somebody's in my house. It's just my damn bird. Zulema says during the trip to St. George, they sat next to each other in the car and their friendship developed. The conference was for preparing a people. A conference to teach you how to be better prepared for anything that may happen, disasters, etc., as well as preparing for the second coming of Jesus Christ and buying a shit ton of food. $10,000 worth of food. I'd get divorced over something like that. Secretary Angels, yeah. She had all kinds of people working for her, huh? Zulema had met Chad Daybell at a prior conference, and she saw him again at the St. George event. Zulema does not think Lori knew Chad before the conference. She knew who he was, though. I think she was gaga over his books, and she knew he was going to be speaking. And if you've seen him speak, it is not impressive. His mouth barely moves. He mumbles, and he's a monotone voice. And just, I don't know. To me, it's the way he talks when he's talking about that stuff is so fake. It's just so, Jesus had blue eyes, and he could have long hair, short hair, beard. He could change his clothes whenever he wanted. Well, I guess so. He's Jesus. I don't think he was in the bathroom with you. So he and Lori, the only two that have ever been visited by Jesus Christ in the last 2,000 years. I'm sure there's some other people that claim to have seen him as well. But Zulema says Lori spent a lot of time at Chad's table during the conference. helping him sell his books. They were talking with each other, and Lori was very flirtatious, giggly, and putting the moves on him. I wonder what Lori's doing right now. Putting the moves, it was her. She put the moves on him. I knew it. Because he ain't got no moves. She's very experienced. He was her fifth husband. I mean, damn. Her first husband was straight out of freaking high school. God, when he talks about her helping him sell his books in the James and Elena story, she was helping him sell his books. And people asked if they were married, and he giggled. No, but we have been before. She just doesn't know it yet. Gag. Pretty sure they kissed in the hall during this weekend. Or something. Belt each other up or something. There was something going on. Some stuff about them in the hall, them in his room. I don't know. Maybe that was the next conference. I don't know. I may have to go get my bird. He sounds unhappy. I got to figure out a better way to do this over the weekend because I know this can't be what everybody else is doing. Because this is bullcorn. Lori said she was going to stay at Chad's table until she sold all of his books for him. She stayed at the table a lot. Zulema says at the end of the conference, they helped Chad pack up his table, and he only had one box left of books. They loaded up his car, and then Chad left. Dang. I still wonder if she thought he had money or something. I know. He's boring as hell. And it's really a struggle to hear what the freaking man's saying. And then I realized it's just not even important enough. It's all made up bullshit, like his books. And even in his Elena and James story, talked about her helping him carry the boxes to the car. And he wanted to hug her, but someone else came along or something. I don't know. Back under the stairs with you. Trapped. Poor Tammy, was trapped. Lori drove their car back with Melanie Gibb and Zulema in the back seat. Lori was asking the woman to look up scriptures about James and Les. James the Less. Okay. Chad had told Lori in a previous life they had been married to each other, and he had been James the Less. She was his wife, Elena. Oh, so was Elena really married to whoever James the Less was? I've never heard of James the Less. Maybe these two people are LDS characters. I don't know. I've heard of James the Baptist and James, one of the 12 apostles, right? And I think James the Baptist might be Jesus' half-brother or something. I don't know. But they did find a very old, I want to say about 2,000 years old or something. I'm going to call it a casket, but it's concrete. And it was written, brother of Jesus, James, something like that. It was interesting. I love that shit. Lori and Zulema and Melanie looked up scriptures in the Doctrine and Covenants. There we go. D&C. About the 144,000 people who will usher in the return of Jesus. In court, Lori is attentively listening as Zulema testifies. She's probably like, yeah, she got that right. I don't know what that's about. See, you notice they looked up their scriptures in the Doctrine and Covenants of the LDS Doctrine and Covenants. They call it the DNC. They have a Book of Abraham, they have a Doctrine and Covenants, and then they have their word, and then they have the old King James word, okay? Because they've changed shit. Doctrine and Covenants 144,000 is probably completely different than what Revelations really says. They just take it upon themselves to change all kinds of shit. Smith asks if photos were taken at the conference. Zulema says yes. Smith to admit 3 exhibits as evidence. Ooh. I don't think we saw that. Lori is attentively listening. Well, that's good. She's not taking no notes. She's like my sister-in-law, whom I made tornadoes for. Like she's whipping up something in the kitchen. I wish I was a fly on the wall in that room right now, too. Holy shit. Yeah, I wonder if Lori, because there's a few times in here I can see her getting pissed, and I hope it showed. I hope the jury sees that she's getting pissed because she's being seen. That's why she's getting pissed, because there's way too much damn evidence showing that she did this and that she knew everything about it. So she's exposed. She doesn't like it. She's pissed because the truth is coming out. She does not like that because everything she based everything on was lies. And I guess it literally made her feel better. I don't know. Smith asked if photos were taken at the conference. Yes. I guess they're showing everybody the photos. How boring that would be, these conferences. Boy, and these women just loved them. But no wonder they started up their damn casting group. I mean, the shit they did was boring to me. Yep, truth always catches up, doesn't it? The exhibits are photos, 2 taken at Preparing a People conference in St. George and 1 taken at a conference in Boise. Yeah. If there's a hell, she's the kind of person that goes to it. Donna must be talking about some different case. I don't know what she's talking about. But she reminded me last night that Hope, Detective Hope, is Chad's brother-in-law. And he was either let go or got to retire early because of this case, I believe. I'll try to read it on a break. But I had totally forgotten about all that. Yep. That's what happened. And he was actually, was it him? Wrote a really, really nice response to Donna. She sent me all this stuff on a break. I'll read it to y'all. It was, can't believe I forgot about all that stuff. Yeah, he was just gone. Poof. And she said, you knew, because we talked about it. I was like, I just forgot about some of this shit. And then there was somebody else also that, remember, he was a policeman and he was let go. And he was all up in this with them. And then he backed out at just the right time, I think. And I had heard he got fired because he was on security and fell asleep. I forget what his name was, but he said he was injured. And then everybody was saying he was gay. And I was like, what does it matter? So he's bald-headed, that guy. I can't remember who that was. But I think he was just really close to them, and he was defending them. He was one of the ones that defended them. And he lost his wife and everything. But he got remarried. But he was having a hard time because he was really getting trashed over defending them at first. But Donna said she's doing an interview with Eric. Remember Eric? He was one of Julie Rose dudes that was LDS. He's real nice. He and I have talked back and forth a couple of times. And he actually did an interview recently that I don't think he ended up putting out with one of my friends that was involved in the MK Ultra and stuff with LDS and deaths and murders. Like his dad was murdered by the LDS church. And the stories he tells at first are very crazy and hard to believe. But when you listen to the whole story, it's unreal. But, I've known him for several years now. I believe him. The government pays for him, because of what they did to him. They pay him monthly. But it's a great story. And I think Eric ended up not putting it out. I'm not sure. So, well, if he doesn't, I might. The next photo shows Chad Daybell with Zulema, Melanie Gibb, Lori, and another woman at the conference. Okay. And he must have thought that they were just like so enamored with him because of he's a speaker and he wrote these books, and his business was bankrupt. He had to change so many things so many different times to get loans, and he was failing. Like he never made more than $2,000 in 1 year over his books. And Tammy wanted him to get a damn job, but I hope they can show the photos later after, I guess after the trial, maybe. I don't know. Photos might be online somewhere. Shit. I never heard about these photos from that. I didn't even know Zulema was there until this. Alex Cox. They put Adam Cox's widow. It's Alex Cox's widow. Oh, Nate, somebody needs to tell you if they haven't. Damn. I'm sure a million people already told him, but made me feel better. Damn, Adam Cox's wife, widow. I hope they're able to take that down, because oh my gosh, when they said that, that's kind of like when they said that Kay and Larry were divorced. I was like, what? Brutal. Yeah, and I got some pictures. She sent me some pictures of him, and I want to say his son too. I don't know. After the St. George conference, Zulema says she saw Lori at a Preparing a People conference in Mesa, Arizona. Chad Daybell was there with his table. Lori had been ghosting Zulema, so they had not spoken in a while. Zulema went to chat with Chad, and Lori approached very sweet and inviting her to come to her house for a small gathering after the conference. Wonder why she was ghosting her. That's weird. Maybe Chad was like, I don't know if you should be hanging out with her. Maybe he thought she was smart or something. Well, baby, what? Oh, where'd Drake go? Drakey poo. Drake. Let me give y'all a treat. It's noon. You want a treat? Come get a treat, baby. Come get a treat. Get a treat. Drake, you want a treat? Here, baby. Where'd you go? Did you go get in your kennel? All right. That's weird. She was ghosting Zulema. Huh. Hello. Zulema's testifying right now. It's slow as slow can be. Ooh, I bet Lori didn't like when Zulema was trying to talk to Chad. Yes. Donna said brother-in-law, but that didn't make sense to me because does he even have a sister? You know, I don't know. I thought there was like 4 boys in that family. Maybe 1 girl, but I don't know. Zulema wasn't going to go to Lori's house, but Chad said he really wanted her to go because Chad wanted to give Zulema a blessing. Damn. Lori told Zulema she asked Charles to go somewhere so people could stay at her house during the conference. Damn. She just like, I need you to leave. You're home. You've been gone from home all week working in Houston, and I don't care. I need you to leave again so I can have an affair and have a bunch of people sleep here. Damn. He was way too damn good for her. I'd feel like a piece of shit doing that. What the frick? These damn ads. If you accidentally touch one, ugh. Zulema says a blessing is given by someone who holds the priesthood, and they receive inspiration, words of comfort or encouragement, and convey those words to the person receiving the blessing. Damn. Which is kind of sad because these people have to know they're not priests, what the frick ever. They're not being told anything to tell them. They're just doing this to try to look like they are something they're not. And I think that's where the whole near-death experiences came from, just that he was not very popular in school. And all of a sudden, he was talking about near-death experiences and acting like he could see past the veil and saying things about people, saying that God was telling him, and they were believing his ass, and he was getting attention for it. He got a lot of attention for it. Zulema ended up going to Lori's house. Some other women were there along with Chad and Alex Cox, Lori's brother. Now, I don't think there's one person on earth that has met Alex that didn't say he was strange and that their relationship was strange, he and Lori. It was very obvious. So she went to Lori's to get her blessing. Something just popped up. Let's see. And Detective Ronnie Ball. She said some stuff about him. So Josh Hope, Sheila Jack Daybell, Josh Hope, Colby Ball, Detective Hope. Right there. There's one picture. Let's see the Daybell girl. Sheila Jack Daybell. I remember seeing her now. It's kind of blurry. Sorry, y'all. Anyway. They all go on Harley rides. I'm really just wondering, what are they going to even get from Zulema, you know? Everyone was visiting with each other at the house, and then Lori, Chad, and Zulema went outside to the backyard. Lori was playing basketball and asked Chad to play with her. Zulema says she felt like a third wheel. Lori was being flirtatious with Chad, and it made Zulema uncomfortable. Chad said he was going to go inside with Zulema, and Lori said something like, "Why? Are you scared of me?" So they stayed outside a little longer. Man, she didn't like Zulema in there, did she? Lori just seems very immature, like very. Like she's still trying to act like she's still 18 or something. Even with her grown son, she was like that. Chad ended up giving Zulema a blessing. During the blessing, he told her she was a very special person. She was going to do some amazing things in the future, and he was grateful to know her. The blessing was full of a lot of praise. Lori was present for the blessing. What, baby? We can't have no more treats right now. You can come sit with me, though. Sounds like Chad was trying to get fresh with Zulema. I don't know. I bet this is pissing off Lori, though. But he was already laying the groundwork for whatever he was going to use her for in the future. That she was going to do amazing things in the future. Because he already knew, I don't know, she's going to be the one I do it with. We're going to use her somehow. Somehow. Because she's easy. Told her I was going to bless her. She came. Damn. I wonder if they really felt blessed after he would bless them. Sad, sad, sad. Come here. Come here. Want to come see me? Come here. He's talking to me. So Zulema's bragging a little bit up there. Sure, that's pissing off Lori. I love it. I wonder if she's taking any notes. Sorry, After the conference, Melanie continued Melanie continued to see Melanie Gibb at church. Okay, wait. Zulema says she used to visit Melanie Gibb a lot, and there was a meeting with Chad. Lori and Zulema there was a meeting with Chad, Lori, and Zulema at Melanie's house. Chad came to record a podcast with Lori and Melanie. She left that shit out, didn't she? That was wild. That was a wild, freaking, disgusting podcast. But if you want to know about his 2 death experiences and all that shit, I'm pretty sure they took it down, but I'm pretty sure I haven't. And I know I did a video on it because I made fun of it the whole damn time. It was feeling a fire, and they talked real low like this, almost in a very romantic voice. It was weird. But the stuff he said, damn, I wasn't ready for. He's a good storyteller. During his visit, Chad said he wanted Zulema to meet him. Lori, and Melanie Gibb for lunch at Firebirds in Gilbert. Chad told Zulema he had information to give her about her prior lives and probations. I don't know if she's trying to allude to him being fresh with her, or if they're already deciding she's going to be one of our simpletons we're going to use. She's an energy healer, cuddler expert. She does stuff, so she'll do whatever we say, really. She'll cast, she'll straddle the tectonic plates. She'll freaking believe anything we say and marry my dumb brother. Come here. Come here. Come on. Come on. Yeah, and after hearing Melanie and Lori in that podcast, I'm like, Melanie was just right up there talking about stupid shit. So I'm sure every time Chad did a freaking fortune reading on their past, futures, and all this shit, I'm sure Melanie was like, oh, you're so blessed. Ugh, gag. But see, they believe that. They believe men. Chad was trying to give Zulema the information, but she says Chad and Lori did not want Melanie to hear what he was going to say. Later, Chad called Zulema to tell her about her prior lives. He said there was a way he rated people on the light and dark scale. He gave Zulema a light rating and said she had other lives on the earth with the times and who she was in prior lives. And what is the purpose of telling someone this? You know what I mean? What you are is you're building up to something. You're building up to trying to make people believe you can see these things, that you have a priesthood, you've been blessed. You, unlike others, can do all this and see all this. So once you build that foundation of holier than thou, gifted, what the frick ever, then it's just whatever from there that he says, and they're like, yes. Zulema says her thoughts are jumbled and has taken several drinks of water. She has also wiped her eyes with a tissue and is sitting in silence. What the fuck is she crying about? Excuse my French. What is she crying about? She's a good pretender. She puts on a drama show every time they did a video recording of her at the police department. Oh my gosh. It's cringy. It's hard to watch. Zulema says in a previous probation, she was Lori's daughter and was raped and killed at age 14. Her body had been dismembered by the Lamanites, and she was killed at the same time Lori was, when Lori was her mother during that life. Damn, I'd never heard that one. Come here, baby. Come here. Damn. Come here. Is she saying that she actually believes this shit? Damn, Tell me no, please. Oh my gosh, this is good. This is stuff I had not heard before. Why tell somebody they were raped and killed at 14? Does she really need to know about that life? He's just trying to build this foundation of acting like he's something he isn't. And I don't know if it's just the LDS church, but boy, if you even claim to have had a near-death experience, they believe you can see past the veil. Now, I don't think the prophets and priests and the 12 apostles at the LDS church believe that you should, because they think they're the only ones that can. I think. Why even tell this stuff? I'd like to know what they're asking her for her to say this stuff. She was raped and killed at age 14. What the frick? Her body was dismembered. See, Chad's sick. I think he gets off on shit like that. He wrote a story when he was much younger about a murder. His very first book he wrote when he was young. So now he's also trying to make her special because she was related to Lori. She was Lori's daughter. They died together. Lori later invited Zulema to go to lunch at Firebirds. When they met, Lori made a diagram explaining how many worlds there are, how many probations one person has, and how many people are either light or dark. Yep. He liked being a sexton. What is Firebirds? Is it like, does it mean anything, or they're just saying we ate at Firebirds? I don't know if it's like a Christian cafe or what. Trying to get them invested in the cult belief. He was just a bullshitter. And they believed him. It's like they were bored, I guess. I don't know. Zulema doesn't recall how Lori explained where she got the information, but Zulema assumes it came from Chad because he was one who had given Zulema her light/dark scale reading. Nobody's mentioned his pendulum yet. Have you noticed that? And he had him at these meetings, supposedly. And I think he was the only man at these meetings. And he wanted it that way. Because he knew these people's husbands would not go for this shit. He'd be like, oh, hell no. We don't even need to hear about your past probation where you were raped and murdered and dismembered. What's the purpose of it? It's just bullshit. Zulema says her light level was 4.2. Damn. A very high number on the chart. Lori's number was 4.3. It sounds like a coven, doesn't it? What was the highest you could be? I guess 4.3, because if Lori's 4.3 and she's a goddess, it's got to be the highest you can be. Damn. This is... Like, I don't even think if my damn mother sat me down and told me this, I'd believe her. I'd be like, Mom, okay, you are very welcome to go this far in your religion. Because I think my mom's religion is a little cultish anyway. She is a Christian. She's a good woman. Best woman I know. Goes a little overboard sometimes. Like, she really believes I'm going to go to hell if I don't do this or do that. Or anyway. I'd be like, you can believe this. You already believe you can talk in tongues, and I don't know if I believe that, but I don't want to do it. So So have your beliefs, but no. During their lunch, Lori told Zulema that Charles was possessed by a dark spirit named Garrett. That was the second one, so they'd already moved past Ned at this point. She said Charles was acting different, more organized than he was before. He was a completely different person, and he looked shorter than he was before. I remember that. She said he wasn't even the same height. Girl's crazy. She's actually saying, I think, that she thought he was acting different when she didn't even freaking know Charles. He wasn't invited to any of their shit. Wow. I don't think that it can make you smaller. Or all temporarily take one if they can like make weight and shit disappear. That's just dumb. How can it make you shorter? It's still the same body. God. But it made Lori look younger. And that's when she went and got Botox and didn't tell nobody. Hey, cutie. Hey, you want to lay right here? You can lay right here. You're so sweet. So sweet. This conversation at Firebirds took place in February 2019. So, damn, Charles was already... Wow. Zulema kept a receipt from that lunch because that's where Lori drew the diagram. Oh, my God. Zulema eventually turned the receipt, and it will be admitted into evidence a bit later. Damn, she still had it. That's awesome. That's freaking awesome. Dang. Oh. Firebird server required. Is Firebird server required? That's crazy. An LDS used one. Firebird is also a server. I want to look at this in a minute. That's interesting. Very interesting. Zulema said while they were preparing a people conference, Lori said that she and Charles were having financial difficulties because he paid all the freaking taxes and shit for her family. I saw that. Lori said she had been the beneficiary of Joseph Ryan's $60,000 life insurance policy before he died. Did you know that the court made him take out a life insurance policy and put her on it after they were divorced? That's bullshit. Anyway, that should be his damn daughter's, to raise his daughter, not for Lori. And I don't believe, that's hard for me to believe Charles was having financial difficulties. And if he was, it's because she kept stealing his damn money. She stole so much of his money. And then her lifestyle, damn, she wasn't working. Zulema asks to take a second. She pours herself some water, wipes her nose and eyes with tissue. Why is she crying? Because this is embarrassing as hell? It makes you look stupid? It's crazy. Crazy, crazy. In 1 hour, I have to go. I'd love to hear what it is they're asking her because I don't see why the hell she's crying. It's all for show, probably, because Zulema's just one of those people. Call it a Jesus moment. Yeah, she's just drama queen. She likes to put on a show. She thinks she's something. I'm kind of glad they're not going to have court Monday because I need to get some shit done. Monday's my cleaning day. Damn, Zulema. Y'all are going to take a lunch break in 30 minutes. Just get this going. Sweet baby. Oh, so sweet. Okay. Zulema says Lori told her she has slept with Charles twice, not knowing he was possessed. Lori later told Zulema that toward the end of March, Lori wanted a group of women to meet so Lori could show them and teach them some things. Not knowing he was possessed. Damn. Why do you need to know that? That's just weird. Mm-mm-mm. So she was sleeping with both of them at this time. Gross. I bet she got this group together to start doing the castings. And I was thinking yesterday when they were talking about these, I was picturing that movie that I actually love about the witches. I watch it every Halloween. I love it. I'll think of it in a minute. It's such a good movie. It's about the two sisters that are real close. And their mom and dad died, and they're living with their aunts that are also witches. Thank you. Just wonder what kind of questions she's asking to get these weird answers. But what she's leading into is the castings and Charles being possessed and then a zombie. All that crazy shit. The woman met at Zulema's house at the end of March. The women. Nicole, Christina, Serena, Melanie Gibb, Lori, and Zulema were there. Lori had a whiteboard and drew the same diagram she had at the restaurant. Lori taught about multiple probations and the light/dark scale. Lori gave Zulema a sticky note with her prior lives, and all the other women received theirs too. Lori told the women they needed to cast out the demon from Charles and said they needed to do a casting on him. I'd be like, I'm not into witchcraft. I want to say, I don't know if all of them, but Nicole, Christina, and Serena, maybe that's the 3 that got out real early. I don't know. But I do know Melanie Gibb had some recorded phone calls with one of these women, I think, because she was thinking this was weird. And Melanie was like talking about, Melanie must have been drinking or took some drugs or something for that phone call, because she was saying some things like almost like understanding why they murdered some people. It was weird. Dog's talking to me. What, baby? What? I guess because Zulema had all the stones and stuff, and she was the energy healer. I guess that's why they did all that there. I don't know. Where were freaking... I guess Tylee just had to babysit every time Lori wanted to take off. I don't know. 11:24 a.m. Nothing. I don't know what's going on with my shit today. It's making me very unhappy, though. I don't know why this woman's crying, besides making a show. Drama. Drama, drama. They are freaking taking forever. Sorry, I'm trying. I try my best. I think when they take a lunch break today, I'm just going to go because I haven't done anything in my house. I need to eat and I have to go to the gym. It's finally not raining right now. It's all yucky outside, but oh no, the sun's finally shining, and I think it's supposed to get up to 79 here today. I love you, Carrie. Have a good weekend. Well, it's making me so mad. Can't wait to hear her testimony. I guess she's crying. Zulema says the women. Okay. Lori had a whiteboard, blah, 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 blah. Okay, they need to cast out a demon. Zulema says the women needed to hold hands, and Lori assigned roles in the casting. Each women were given tools and roles in the casting. Lori asked Zulema to use fire. Each person said their part, and then Lori would finish it by doing a sealing of the casting. That didn't work. This casting was to get rid of Garrett, the evil spirit that was possessing Charles. Zulema remembers back to the original lunch at Firebirds when Lori told her she and Charles had been arguing. Lori said she and Charles separated in March, and she took away Charles's pickup keys and all of his stuff. Remember that? That was when Charles came home. The locks were changed on the rental house. She had taken everything out of the house. She was accusing him of cheating, and he wasn't. Hid his truck where it was parked at the airport. She took it and hid it and cleaned out his checking account that he needed to pay his employees with. This bitch is evil. She was saying she could be shot and it would bounce off of her. Zulema said Melanie Gibb and the other ladies in the group knew Lori and Charles were separated. Lori told everyone she had been in Hawaii and not living in the house with Charles. He changed it to Alex Cox's widow. Close friend of Lori Daybell takes the stand in murder trial. Wait, what? Are they friends? Alex Cox's widow, close friend of Lori Daybell, takes the stand in murder trial. Does anybody know? Are they still friends? Maybe that's why she's crying? Shit. Zulema said that all the women believed what they were doing had value. Lori was very convincing and had a charming way of expressing things that are believing. Lori had expressed before that she had been visited by heavenly beings. If someone is telling the truth about that, I wouldn't be questioning them. I would believe they are telling the truth because I would never think that someone would lie about something as sacred as that. Like you? The stuff you lie about? Oh my gosh. Holy shit. So she really believed she was doing all the Mother Nature shit. Obviously, because of what she just said. She might as well say that. I wonder what Lori thinks now about all this stuff coming back up, the stuff she did and said. I wonder if she's like, oh my God, I can't believe I did that. Or is she thinking that what she was doing was good? She was trying to help people, get demons out of them. I'd love to know what this woman's thinking. Smith asked to admit 2 photos into evidence that were taken the night of the castings. I guess she's going to be the one that comes up after lunch because I'm sure Thomas is going to want to question her, but maybe not. I mean, I got to know if she's still friends with Lori. That's strange. Don't you think that's kind of strange? But maybe Nate just wrote that because she was, sister-in-law and good friend. I didn't think any of them were still friends with her. I bet Melanie Pulaski is still friends with her. I bet she keeps it a damn secret, though. Damn. All right. Then they're going to ask her, who's in this photo? And I guess she's going to say all those women. That's a pretty good bit of women to get together with a bullshit story like this and have them all stay for as long as they did. But I mean, 2 or 3 of them didn't. They were like, I don't know about this shit. This is Not right. Second photo. First photo shows Zulema with Melanie Gibb and Serena Sharp. Second photo shows Zulema with Melanie Gibb and Serena Sharp standing like warriors with their hands out and their fingers shaped like guns. This was the first time Zulema had ever done a casting. Standing like warriors, with their hands out and their fingers shaped like guns. Damn, that's got to be embarrassing. They thought they were warriors with fake guns. Good Lord. See how dangerous that shit is? Dadgum. Man, the way he says it, though. Close friend of Lori Daybell takes the stand. This is taking forever. I wonder if Melanie Gibbs still there listening to this testimony, because that would be an embarrassing picture to be showing. I can't wait to see this picture. Dang. And Lori's drawing, which I'm sure I've seen before. Zulema says at the end of the casting, Lori called Chad to verify if it worked. Dude's not even there. Chad told Lori it worked, but then later Lori and Chad said even though the demon had been cast out, another more powerful and skillful demon named Ned had come into Charles. I'd be like, what's the purpose of us doing this then if your little ceilings aren't sealing them from getting back in? God, there's so many stupid rules and they keep making up more. You notice that as they go along? Oh, well, you didn't tell me that your ceilings weren't working and that another more skillful demon can hop in there. How many demons hop in there before you become a zombie? 3, I think. God. I mean, it's like making up your own damn language. It's just... it's insanity. They could have been spending their time doing so much more than pretending to cast out demons from people that weren't even there. They don't even have demons. They just have money. And Lori wants it. Solomon. King Solomon was the one I was talking about yesterday that has the demon book, the demonology book that Ned Snyder wrote about, the demonologist. Man, if my kids saw me doing this shit, oh my gosh, Well, they wouldn't, because I would not do this shit. I would feel very witchy, for one thing. And also, I don't think I need to be deciding if somebody's got a demon in them or not. And I don't think I'm qualified to get one out. None of these people are qualified for this shit because it ain't real. I wonder how much time they spent doing this every time. Like, if I'm going to do this that often, y'all might need to pay me for this shit. Yeah, I mean, Chad has been made the instigator of most of this throughout this whole thing. So, getting this transcript is going to be the first thing Pryor does. And I bet you Pryor just tells Chad, look, dude, you can read this if you want to, but you might want to just make a deal. Just ask him to take capital punishment off the table. If you waive your right to no trial or whatever. Because we're not going to get out of this shit without doing something illegal. I mean, there's no way for him to get out of this shit, or her. And if all these same people, all these same witnesses will be brought back up with the same evidence, possibly more, because I'm sure at his trial, they can play, they can talk about text between him and Tammy. That stupid raccoon thing. I don't know if that's something they can talk about in this trial. It could be hearsay. I don't know. I didn't even think they could talk about Charles's death, though, and murder. I'm so glad they did. During the second casting, everyone had a different part. Oh, wait a minute. Shit. Zulema was told another casting needed to be done to get rid of Ned. This was done at Zulema's house again. Nicole, Serena, Melanie Gibb, Alex Cox, and Lori were all there. Lori and Chad originally said Alex was a first creation, meaning it was his first time on Earth. Is that why he was so dumb? And he wasn't as spiritual as other people, so certain things could not be discussed in front of him. Damn. Then Chad and Lori said Alex had been exalted in other creations and had been on other Earths multiple times. Because of this, he was now a powerful spiritual being because they needed him to murder. Zulema says Alex believed this and was very excited to find out who he was. And see, this is to build him up. He's easy. He's simple. They give him a little praise. These positive affirmations, and nobody says anything good about Alex. Alex is weird. So they're like, we better make him something. Build him up so he'll do whatever we say. He'll think it's his job. During the second casting, everyone has a different part. Smith asks Zulema what Alex's part was. She takes a minute to think and then says she believes Alex was a warrior, but she doesn't exactly remember who he was. Lori assigned everyone's roles. She knows who he was. There was a whole freaking blessing and thing on who he was. And I'll just say, in other words, he was Lori's warrior protector. He was, Chad called him some angel or something, from the Book of Mormon. He protected her from Charles, which is bullshit. After the casting, Lori called Chad and was very confident that it had worked. Lori had told the group they needed to fast like Jesus did, and they could not eat until after the casting. I said, you're not going to tell me when I can and can't eat? What the frick? Look, this is what I do and would do in this situation. I'd be like, I'm going to ask God myself. Because if I truly believe in God, a God, and I even possibly have a relationship with him, and I ask him to put on my heart if this is a good thing or not. Should I be around these freaking people or whatever? But I mean, a conscience alone is enough to tell you this shit's not right. You know what I mean? You could be dark any minute. Whenever they left the group, they were immediately dark. And they knew shit. They didn't like that. They knew all that shit and then weren't privy to. They didn't want to have nothing to do with it no more. Lori said Ned had been removed, but now a more powerful demon had possessed Charles, and this time it was a demon expert named Hiplos that had done the same things for hundreds of years. Lori is looking at Zulema as she testifies and doesn't show much emotion. Zulema says, if someone is dark / a demon, they are considered dangerous. Alex believed this more than anyone else, Zulema says. Alex had been exalted in other creations. Damn. That's all he needed to hear. He's like, okay, who y'all want me to kill? What y'all want me to do? As long as you keep feeding me this bullshit, makes me feel good about myself. Like I'm somebody. Damn. It's sad. It's really sad. I mean, our attorneys, they have no defense. They just have to sit there and hear this bullshit because she's saying she didn't do it. Which would piss me off. I'd be like, woman, there's so much evidence here. You can't deny you did this. And we got to sit through this. Taxpayers got to pay for this. Jurors got to sit through this for $10 a day. Lori said Ned had been removed. Lori moved to Texas, but she asked Zulema and other women to be on a conference call for another casting so Hiplos could be removed from Charles. Christina Nicole, Melanie Gibb, Melanie Boudreaux, Lori and Zulema participated in this casting. Zulema says several castings were done on Charles during this time. Lori said this was a powerful demon and the castings were not working. Lori said Charles moved to Texas because there were doctors to help people who were possessed by demons. I hadn't heard this one before. Damn. He worked in Texas. Damn. Because there were doctors to help people who were possessed by demons and they could help keep the bodies alive. Alex was aware of all of this, Zulema says. Damn. There's doctors for this shit now. But there isn't. And she was telling everybody something different. Charles is thinking he's got his old Lori back at this time and that God told her to work on his finances while she robbed his ass blind again. He gave her the keys to the kingdom again, and then she took off with JJ. She knew he would follow, and that's when they shot him. This woman was wicked. She premeditated all of this. She was deceitful, lying, pretended, used sex to get money, to get what she wanted. Zulema asked Lori why she moved to Texas with Charles after all the problems she had with him. Lori said she needed to go so she could get her finances straight, because she stole his damn money. Again, he was penniless when she left. That's a good question to ask. That's the kind of shit I'd have been asking. Well, I thought he was possessed and evil, and then that was the truth. She needed to get her finances straight. She needed to rob him blind again. Lori always told Zulema she had a connection with the number 711. Lori mentioned it all the time and said she had a spiritual connection with the number. Lori told Zulema it was 7/11 when Charles died, so his death was all orchestrated by God and Hiplos had been delivered to her and Alex. Holy shit. Oh my God. If I was Kay, I would want to freaking walk over there and slap that bitch across the face. The day you killed my brother is your lucky freaking number? Damn. Damn that bitch. She's fucking evil. Damn. They're going to cut for lunch any second. I know it. I've not heard this before. Some of this stuff Zulema's telling. And Zulema didn't tell some of this stuff. This stuff she's saying now, some of it that I haven't heard, she didn't tell in the interviews with the police either. This is all news to me. And if she did, I somehow missed it. And I pretty much hung on her interviews because they were crazy ridiculous. Damn. Spiritual connection with number 711. All orchestrated by God. Wow. For you to murder your husband, that was orchestrated by God. Thought it was Hiplos. I mean, who really? So many people in Charles. So many people to do with his death. Nobody had anything to do with his death but Lori, Alex, and Chad. Not God, not Hiplos, Ned, or Garrett. They took his freaking life, and no God told them to do it. It was all for selfish, stupid, made-up reasons, and she knew it. Because she thought she was going to get his money. Ha ha, she didn't. She did get his $4,000 for a few months, though. For about 6 months. That's part of her charges, too. It's grand auto theft or something, isn't it? Wow. I can't wait to see what these questions are, though, because it's strange the things that she's just throwing out there. It sounds like she's just saying stuff, but when we hear the questions, I guess it'll be better. When we hear it, I actually hear it, and I don't know why she's crying. Wow. Well, she's a good witness. And she's able to say things that some people really couldn't as much as her about Alex, about the things he believed and said, because she was with him, talked with him. They have texts that we haven't seen, that we have now, and that probably more we haven't. But, just like him telling her, I think I'm their fall guy. And then he kills himself because Tammy's being exhumed. Lori told Zulema that on the day Charles died, he came from out of town to pick up JJ for school. While he was putting JJ in the car, Lori took Charles's phone and he came back for it, but she would not give it to him. They started arguing about the phone. Alex was there and got involved in the fight as Alex was trying to protect his sister from nothing. Because ain't nobody, damn, Charles wouldn't try to hurt nobody. Not one time even in his emails and texts to her, is he rude. He didn't make threats to her. It's mature conversation about how broken he is from her. What is she doing? Explain. Tylee came into the middle of the fight with a baseball bat, telling Charles to leave, and Charles took the bat away from Tylee. Charles then hit Alex on the back of the head. That does not happen with the bat. Charles and Alex wrestled, and Alex got his gun, and he shot Charles, all according to what Lori told Zulema. But Alex did not call the police. He sat there and waited for Charles to die before he called the police. 30 or 40 minutes. And if Charles would have hit Alex with a bat, Alex wouldn't have a head, because Charles played semi-professional baseball. But he wasn't a violent person at all. Just trying to pick up his son. He works in Houston. She wanted to live in Arizona and Hawaii, so he would just fly to work during the week. He was going to make damn sure she lived where she wanted to, had what she wanted, didn't have to work. And she kills him. I never heard they were having money problems, but if they were, it's because of her. This is so frustrating to me. I'm going to have to go back and finish Melanie's from yesterday. I didn't even finish that yet. Yeah, he just came to pick up JJ for school. He had not seen JJ. He wanted to see him. God. So hopefully JJ was in the car when his dad got shot. Hopefully he did not, at least didn't have to see that. I know they're going to break for lunch any minute now. I'm having such a hard time getting these comments to come up. Sickening. She knows a lot of stuff that I haven't heard before. Some of it I have, but some of it I haven't. And the text that I read earlier from Alex and her, I had not seen those. I'm shocked I had not seen them because I thought I'd seen all the texts from her. And they seem to be the craziest. Lunch break until 12:45. So Lori told Zulema that Chad told her that Lori needed to move to Rexburg because it was going to be a refuge as other countries were going to invade the United States. Chad said soldiers and warriors would defend Rexburg, and the area had been prepared as a place of safety. Damn. No. Didn't happen. Not gonna. Wow. That was kind of, I don't even know how to explain. That one was, wow, troublesome. Just when we think they can't get no more evidence, boom. Stuff I hadn't heard. I thought I'd heard it all. All right, y'all. Thank you so much for being here with me. I have to leave early today. They won't be having court on Monday. I'll probably be right back here Tuesday because I gotta have somebody to talk to about all this stuff. But I just appreciate y'all for being here today. And have a great weekend. Bye.